My name's Ben, and today we're going to walk you around this stunning 2015 on a 65 registration Porsche 981 Cayman GT4. These are a fabulous car. We've always done very well with these because at the price point they're at, there's not much that comes close for enjoyment on the road. So if you're looking for either a track day car or just a weekend fun car, this is a fabulous answer. Just like all 981 GT4s, it is a 6-speed manual gearbox, so it's very enjoyable to drive. And this particular example, finished in Carrera white, has the full Club Sport package. So the roll cage, the carbon fibre bucket seats, the fire extinguisher, the 6-point harnesses. It's a fabulous, fabulous car with the right specification for one of these. It's also protected by front end paint protection film. So the whole front end plus the lower seals and rear arches are covered in paint protection film as well. And I'll point out where that goes up to as we walk around the car. It's got a full service history, all with Porsche bar the latest one, which did go to a specialist on the latest service, but a very, very comprehensive service history and file that we have with the car. And we'll start at the front end and point out some of the key features of the car. So obviously, being a Cayman, you do have, I've got the key in my pocket, you do have a frunk and a boot, so it's a very practical car. So I can just pop this, and obviously no engine in the front of these Caymans, so you've got a very deep storage bit, which you'll easily get quite a few bags in, or even suitcases if you need to. And then we do have a boot around the back as well, which we'll show you afterwards. And then being a Porsche GT product, you've got this big air escape just in front of that bonnet here, which is a feature on most Porsche GT cars, so if you have a look, you will see that. And then obviously a much bigger, much more protruding front bumper with this big sort of extended splitter section on the bottom of the front bumper here. Some narrow LED daytime running lights, and then the bi-xenon dark finish to the background. Headlights as well, very powerful headlights. Coming round the side, we've got the matte black GT4 rim, so you've got the GT4 logo in the centre. They're sort of the same rim on most of the GT4s, but you can have them in silver, dark grey or black. This car's got the matte black, which goes very nicely with the Porsche side stripes, which you can see start on the front corner of the bumper there, and they come all the way down the side skirts. We'll show you in a second, or the bottom of the doors rather. Guards red brake calipers with the Porsche logo on them there as well. And then you can see the beautiful Porsche side stripe down the side there. We think it really lifts the car. And then to mention that paint protection film, you've got it on the door mirrors, the front wings, the bonnet, up the A-pillars to here, there is a line, and it goes all the way across the roof there. And then it goes down the side seals on these side air entry escapes and this rear up to this section here, all covered in paint protection film, and the door handles as well, which is a lovely feature. And if I just pop the unlock button to allow us in, and if you have a look inside, you'll see the beautiful interior. So obviously being a GT4, you've got the pulleys for the door releases rather than a traditional door handle. This car has got the Sports Chrono package as well, and those beautiful carbon fibre bucket seats. And we'll show you how you can adjust those when we get round to the driver's side. Aluminium GT4 tread plates as well. And then coming round the back of the car, obviously being a GT4, you've got the huge wing on the back, which really makes it a cool looking car. The GT4 lettering in matte black as well. And then obviously the sports exhaust system, which is a switchable sports exhaust system, again finished in matte black, and the huge diffuser section across the back of the car. And I will show you in this boot as well, so you can see just how practical these cars are. Again, space in here for a few more bags, and you can actually use that rear shelf section around the roll cage there if you do want to store coats or something like that. It's actually quite a practical, usable sports car. I'll just pop that down, and then if we come around the driver's side, I'll jump inside and we'll talk through some of the interior options. So starting on the driver's door card, as I mentioned, we've got these pulleys for releasing the doors, which is very clever, very race car inspired. And then we've got the Alcantara grab handles and armrests over here, and then leather everywhere else. Obviously electric adjustable door mirrors, as you would expect. If I put the key in and fire the car up, obviously foot on the clutch being a manual car, and it fires into life. It's a fabulous sounding car as well, and these 981s are actually very popular because compared to the 718 Caymans, these sound better because they haven't got the filters that they needed to meet emissions regulations, so they're a much better sounding car, and that switchable sports exhaust does make quite a lot of difference as well. We've got the Alcantara GT steering wheel, so it's very nice around the edge, very nice to hold, fits in with the Alcantara gear stick and all those grab handles we touched on before. The configurable configurable right-hand side of our display here, so we can flick through the switch down here and show navigation, temperatures, trip meters, etc., tyre pressures, sports chrono in there as well, so you can control that from there. Gear change assist, so it will tell you when thinks you need to change gear for optimum driving, G-force, performance, etc. There's lots to see in there. The steering wheel is very adjustable as well, so it will go up, down, forwards and backwards, so you can get yourself very comfortable. And speaking of adjustment, on these carbon fibre bucket seats, so the backrest is fixed, but it's very comfortable, and you can adjust the padding in if you need to do so. They will slide forwards and backwards, and they are electric height adjustments. So on this button here, you can go up and down with the button, which is very useful because there's a lot of cars with carbon bucket seats that you can't even move them up and down. Cruise control is a cost option on this car, so that's also fitted, just makes it a lot more usable for day-to-day driving. And then coming across to the Porsche PCM system in the centre here, Porsche's own navigation on the system there, and then you've got obviously Bluetooth functionality as well, so you can play Bluetooth music if you wish to do so. The air conditioning down the bottom here, all controllable through there. Obviously with the carbon bucket seats, you cannot have heated seats, so that's part of it, just being a club sport. The Alcantara gaitering to the gear lever and the Alcantara around the gear lever itself. It's a very nice gear lever, easy to reach, and it's very nice feel when you're putting it into gear as well. Again, as we touched on, switchable sports exhaust down the bottom here. The sports mode is very clever in this car because it auto blips the downshifts for you, so it makes it sound like a racing driver. Even if you're not very good at driving, you can just press that and it will auto blip for you. Obviously PASM on the suspension, so you can adjust the stiffness of the suspension, and then traction control buttons further down. Storage under the armrest, which again is finished in Alcantara. And then we've got those 6-point Schroff racing harnesses, which are a very high quality harness. So if you did want to use this car on track days, you can do so as well. And then again, the usual Porsche comforts of cup holders that are hidden in the dashboard. It's very clever. Door pockets on the drivers and passengers' doors, which are expandable as well. So yeah, a fabulous car, just over 24,000 miles from new, with the right club sport specification in a wonderful colour scheme. And we think the stripes really do make a difference, breaking the colours up, and they go lovely with those matte black wheels as well. My name's Ben. I hope the video's helped. Thank you very much for watching.